Everybody, got a special game with you guys. Today we are fighting FloodedRed. This is for the third or fourth. I think it's the third round of this Lackey Grand Prix that's going. But yeah, FloodedRed is always a very good opponent. And this game I was just focusing on not trying to tilt, so to say. I was trying to just focus on what I needed to do and just try to make the best plays no matter how the game's going. So that was kind of like I felt like I did okay this game. So anyways, I win the die roll, get to activate some star abilities. I get to discard a good card from his reserve, but actually I just get to look at it because he can't remove cards from reserves first turn of the game here. So I'm seeing he's going to play a silver-based offense with a thief defense. That's what this is telling me. And I'm just taking my 30 seconds worth of time to try and get as much information as I can. And we got a good old turn one flight into Egypt, protect good nativity cards from harm till end of turn. So that's really good on turn one. So let's see, turn one, I have a good turn. Can attack with Messianic Messenger, play Resurrection, abandon two people, but he has a Highwayman to really make my day a lot better. Because Highwayman, his star ability top decks a minute from each hand. So as much as I would have wanted that Resurrection in my hand on turn one, fortunately, it's going to be on the top of my deck and there's nothing I can do. So I still have a way to get the Resurrection. I can go Messianic Messenger to Angel Appears to grab Res Revealer, but just doing Res Revealer, attacking, banding and John, especially on a turn where I have protection from Flight into Egypt, just doesn't feel good. I think this turn, what I should do here is I should go Messianic Messenger, Angel Appears to Gabriel, attack with Gabriel, get a battle winner, or get rid of an evil from his deck. Instead, I think I'm going to make a misplay here by grabbing Res Revealer, which is like not the worst play in the world because negating his neutrals is nice, but I guess I was kind of used to always trying to get the Resurrection on turn one. I was really kind of slow at realizing that Resurrection on turn one wasn't probably going to be the best idea. So yeah, grab him Res Reveal. Trying to get my hand down, so if I do attack, Flight into Egypt can maybe help me win a battle. Now I'm just trying to decide like, oh gosh, because I can either attack with Res Reveal or get Resurrection, or I can just attack with the Messianic Messenger, get a Nativity card. So like, yeah, I'm not sure what to grab here. Maybe I should have grabbed a hero to set up for a bigger Star Bethlehem turn next turn, attack with Resurrection Vealer, bandit some hero. But I guess I just decided to go with the Annunciation. So I feel like I made a misplay there too. I should have got something else. But my reasoning was I need the Annunciation just in case I want to try and win the battle. Like let's say I play Fly into Egypt and they play a negate. I can use the Annunciation to negate their negate. And because I'm only attacking with a 2/9, I feel like I'll need to try and get around at least one negate if they block. But yeah, my turn ones I feel like recently haven't been that, which isn't maybe another reason to add Moses back into the deck. I cut Moses, but maybe I should put him back just to try and give my turn ones a little bit more. But hey, he had no blocker. We get a Lost Soul, so it works out. Gets to play Kingdoms of the World, which is interesting. He's gonna Son of God that Lost Souls card there. He's not drawing any Lost Souls, but Gabriel to Legion of Angels to draw 3 cards is really strong on turn 1. He got all his card draw, unfortunately. But I do have a decent block with Herod Antipas into Futile Inquisition, which is nice. And it's a quick back turn to me. I have a lucky star ability where I can play Lost Soul from his deck, which is really clutch. Now we get to get some more information from his deck. Try to figure out what he's doing. Definitely on Thieves, definitely on Angels. The cards that I'm paying attention to here are the Dominance and just kind of seeing what kind of answers he has to my offense. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a tough fight, especially with that Peter's Curse in his deck. The ability to restrict my good Dominance is going to set me back really far, or it's going to like really slow me down if he gets that out early. Shield's really bad against the Expatriator, but because I'm dealing with so many or so few Lost Souls right now, any single search that he does can potentially like brick a Lost Soul from him. It's like I attack and he tries to use a Thief to search, it's not going to be worth it for him. Now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for my turn. Guess I'll use the Annunciation to go grab that Resurrection. And if I'd gotten a hero like Mary off of my Messianic Messenger last turn, that would have been better. But I guess I can do it this turn. I can attack with Messianic Messenger, grid it, then play Resurrection, So I don't know. Well, I don't know. I feel better about doing banding with 2 heroes now. Okay, who do I want to grab? I can grab Joseph or I can grab Zechariah for my 2 go-tos here. But I do think I want Joseph because I can get Mary to take out Kingdoms of the World, which is nice because when I play Dominant, he doesn't get to underdeck a hero, which could be annoying. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do this before or after blocks, but he had wanted to play a dominant. And so if he just Christian martyrs me there, like I can't do this. So I am putting more colors into play for his highwayman, but at least I'm not just going to walk into a Christian martyr. All right, and so the way I have to do this is I have to grab Mary off of Joseph, then do the John, and then do the band. I don't have a good dominant to reveal to John, but drawing 2 cards is nice here. Band of Mary. Since it's the second turn of the game, I get to take a star card from. What do I want to get here? I could grab either Magnificat or Coming Prince as like battle winning cards, or I could try to get the first sacrifice for a setup turn next turn. But I think given my hand, I don't know, I guess I go with the Coming Prince because I have a pretty big banding attack, and if I need to do like a enhancement battle thing. Okay, he gets to draw 3 cards off of his. I think he's just gonna be banding today. Let's see who he decides to band to. So I did see his deck was playing Sapphira, so maybe I should have gotten Magnificat because I can play it on Merit, but he cannot be. But he goes Highwayman into Rebel. Okay, I have a bunch of negates, but if he played something like Scattered, he'd out to that. Okay, he's going for Mask of Vanity, drawing some cards here. He's drawn a bunch of cards. I wish I had ways to catch up to him with drawing. Like John and Joseph is helpful, but I'm falling behind pretty fast here. All right, what you got? I don't think he ended up playing anything, so that's interesting. If I wanted to negate the draw, I could have done a Woes on Evil, but in general, I don't like to do Woes evil cards. I like to play it as a evil dominant. So I'm going to hold on to my Woes. I'm going to run into a Grapes of Wrath here, which is going to shuffle all my heroes, and I get to start a new battle. So if there's one thing in this Nativity deck definitely hates, it's because number one, I'm trying to get a bunch of Nativity heroes into play so I can do a big Star Bethlehem turn. And number two, it gets around my Star Bethlehem protection off of Flighted Egypt. So at least I get to keep Messenger around, put him in chamber because he got defeated. Oh, Resurrection Revealer coming in. Let's go to your deck and grab a good dominant. Let's try to be the most flexible here. You just get crouch choice. And maybe before blocks, I should have played that. I don't know what I would have gotten off, honestly. So let's see what the opponent has. I hope he just has nothing, but he has a billion cards in hand. He definitely has something here. Silly Women getting and then blocking with Sapphira, so I have to put my dominant back in my deck. And I guess now I could play my Woes. Yeah, I probably should have just played Woes there, honestly. What was I thinking? And then play a battle. Yeah, that would have been really good. I didn't even see that in the game, but now I'm looking back at it, I see it now. Because you're going to watch, and this Woes is just going to sit in my hand for a really long time. But, oh, so I do have a Humble. So I have Humble in play. That's going to let me play this and negate and reserve Sapphira. So I get, so maybe it's like, maybe I shouldn't have Woes. Oh, Christian Martyr. Christian Martyr's brutal. But yeah, that Humble there was really nice. Just being able to play my enhancement that I don't really care about. Yeah, that was brutal. Brutal defense there. He has some Thieves, some draw cards, some Grapes of Wrath, Christian Martyr, and I'm clearly not equipped to deal with that amount of cards that he's working with compared to me. So maybe I should have 3 woes that draw, because maybe he drew the Grapes of Wrath, or maybe he drew this Silly Woman. You know, it's just, you just never know. All right, Storehouse. That's definitely a card I'm interested in wosing. He played Appease Curse, which restricts good dominance for 3 rounds. So Star Bethlehem, that's probably not going to be able to play it. All right, and he's playing a Faith Unbowed, playing it on his Daniel character, which means good cards, I think it's good heroes and neutral cards are protected from harm. So I actually didn't know Faith Unbowed protected neutrals. So like it would protect Lost Souls from harm. So that's good to know. If you have like a chump defense that you're trying to protect the Lost Souls or underdeck Lost Souls, and they play Faith Unbowed, you're gonna run into a brick wall there. All right, so Gabriel into Legion. He's gonna draw 3 cards again. He's still pulling ahead, and I really don't have any answers to him. I can't even. I could Woes to negate his Legion. You know, I could play the evil Woes. I guess. Oh man, I guess I've just been trying to hold on to this Woes, but I think I should have played it to try to stop him from drawing all these cards here. I really wish I had access to Foreign Wives this turn, but I don't. So I'm just going to block with Herodias' daughter, get rid of that storehouse. Because I saw his reserve. He has so many good tools in his reserve. And now I'm just going to die. All right. He gets a Lost Soul then. Plays his Judas. What are we going to do today? We got the Virgin Birth. Let's look at the top 6 and grab one of these cards. Zechariah is looking really good here. Yeah, it's definitely Zechariah. Draw some cards. I just need to get more Nativity heroes down. So at least my Star Bethlehem could do something. So let's see. Star Bethlehem. I think I could have activated that star ability and drew a card there because I had the Messianic Messenger in chamber, but I forgot that Star Bethlehem can check set aside area. So that's like a little misplay that cost me a card there. And like in this matchup, I need every single card I can get. All right, so just kind of like looking back at the tapes. Oh yeah, first let me do my Bethlehem Stable. What should I do here? I think I should have gone Messianic Messenger, Band their Gabriel, into my Zechariah, negate Judas, maybe like play down John, play down Lost Child Found, bounce their Peter's Curse, then play Star Bethlehem mid-battle to have Coming Prince as backup. Could have drawn to top deck a good dominant. Yeah, but I don't do that this turn. I do something like that, but I don't do something as good as that. He has 8 cards in hand. Can't play good dominance right now because of Peter's Curse. So I'm figuring out if how can I get rid of this. Really wish I'd married. All right, so yeah, I'm planning to do the bounce Peter's Curse, then try to play Star Bethlehem mid-combat. Try to, because I need to catch up in cards somehow. Just Faith of Bethlehem, Star Bethlehem to draw me some cards is going to help. My defense is looking really raggedy thin right now, and I need to get a block. So let's just bounce some cards out of his hand. Then let's see, let's attack. Yeah, I missed the line where I could have banded to his Gabriel. So just doing the lone Zechariah here. It does give me the ability to do a Herod's Temple battle. So, but just being able to negate Judas before he blocks is big, because now I have Star Bethlehem and I have Three Woes, and I can't even play them in battle, which is really what I really want. All right, he's banding to the Highwayman, and he's drawing some more cards, so he's punishing me for playing down John there. Every single turn he's gotten to, attacking or defending, he's been able to draw 3 or 4 cards. And apparently he has so many evil characters in his hand, 15 cards in hand. The ambushing bandits just drew some cards, so this game is like spiraling out of control. And now I can't even play Star Bethlehem to give him protection. So, and Coming Prince is gonna get taken by him. It's not gonna be prevented because of Humble Out. So yeah, looking like Zechariah's gonna die. I'm not sure what I could have done here. I don't think activating Herod's Temple to toss the Coming Prince to kill something is a good idea. But I think this kind of sets me up for like a better turn next turn, because like he just played all his heroes out, or sorry, all his evil characters out. Next turn I can just attack with John and hopefully find a way to paralyze all the evil characters and force him to have just very few options on his block. So that's kind of my plan. I'm just going to let Zechariah go to the reserve off of Stable and try again next turn, because there's no way I'm breaking through that. So now I have to, fire off my Star Bethlehem here. Only 2 measly cards. Yeah, would have loved to do that in combat, but it is what it is. I forgot the Gabriel line. Golgotha is going to grab me a much needed character. We have to get a gospel evil character. Herod's Guard will do nicely. Put that cross down there. I want to try to keep our hand as low as possible for Humble. Just figuring out if there's any star abilities we want to do here. For me, I was he had used a card to negate Resurrection Revealer. I was kind of thinking he was going to have some crazy neutrals here. So I was going to go get Star Bethlehem, top deck Son of God for my deck with John the Fisherman, rescue his distressed also. So I don't think that was the right play in retrospect. Like, his neutrals weren't really doing much at that point in the game. And I think he was pretty locked into activating Peter's Curse, which I can't negate anyway. So, and if I was really cared about, oh, never mind. So yeah, I'm just going to Son of God Distress, Gonna keep the neutral lock going, but I think I would have rather had another card here. Just that wasn't Son of God. Like getting Mary or getting 20 shekels, getting Storehouse, that would really big. Storehouse to first sacrifice to try and get all those evil cards out of his hand. He only has 14 cards left in his deck. He has 14 cards in his hand. How many cards did he have in his hand at the beginning of his turn? I don't think he got to draw 3 cards because he went up to hand size. Yeah, I think he only gets to draw 2 cards there. So you can tell this game is a little bit uphill. And I'm going to find myself in one of the very few scenarios where I'm behind on board. And against that doesn't really happen that much. And so before the game, I had actually taken Outsiders out of my deck because against FloodedRed, I know he kind of doesn't really play explosive turn 1 decks. So my mind was like, okay, I'm going to go first. I'm going to have this big turn 1. And I'm just going to have board advantage for the rest of the game. So Outsiders is not going to do anything. So in this one scenario where Outsiders could do something, unfortunately, it's not going to be doing anything at all. So you're going to watch me try to block with a Malachite Slave to get Outsiders out of my deck. Because I had the big brain idea. He has 3 colors. He has Daniel, white, green, and silver. So Outsiders with X equals 3. And if I do Herod's Temple, I can underdeck all his 3 characters, and he can't even woes that. It's gonna be Gucci. That would have been really nice, but instead of Outsiders, I put Amalekite Slave, Foreign Wives in the reserve, and Murder's Command. And I took out Glory of the Lord. I wanted to try and see how I wanted to see how Murder's Command felt. And this felt like a good game to just test that out. Because yeah, in the Nativity Discord, people are kind of on the fence about Glory of the Lord or having Warrior Overtaken or Murder's Command in the deck. Because we don't want to lose to like super rushy and aggressive decks, and the Add to Battle is just so good. But so is Glory, so it's like a really tough decision. Anyways, if I want to play Murder's Command in the deck, I have to put Malachite Slave, and then at least I don't think I could play Murder's Command without Foreign Wives in the reserve. All right, so here I am looking through my deck, just realizing I don't have Outsiders, which is really sad. So I can either do Herod the Great, push them out, force Daniel to attack, and hope they don't have any green or white enhancements. That could be strong. I wish I knew what his hand was. Or I can do the more safe play and do Herod Agrippa and then do Herod's Temple, and hopefully they don't have anything for that. And interestingly enough, he decided not to draw Legion there. So maybe he was trying to play around Foreign Wives is what I'm guessing. So that's nice. All right. And it's a pass battle. It's a pass. I might have missed my opportunity to kill there though. That was risky. I just put Herod the Great into a battle with Daniel. I'm really hoping he doesn't have any green or white enhancements. If I'd known his deck list better, maybe that would have been an option for me. I'm really gonna see Daniel do work later this game, because he can just go Daniel. It's really strong, and he's gonna negate my ability to keep tossing with Herod's Temple. So, all right, there's Murder's Command that I was talking about. Contagious Fear does have a star ability, but I think I want to keep it a secret that I have Contagious Fear, hoping that he attacks me with Daniel, Michael, as opposed to somebody like Captain. Basically, I don't want to let him know that I have a good block in my hand against whatever he's going to do. So even though I could snipe the top card of his deck, I'd just rather hold on to the secrets right now. But, that could be a call too. All right, so in reserve, let's grab a hero. We got to figure out how we're going to deal with all these thieves over there. Cannot be negated thieves, which is super annoying. I do have a good John attack here. He has 8 cards in hand, so I'm guessing that at least one of them is going to be an evil character. So we know John's not just going to get the job done by himself. And he's also restricting good dominance. Could go Mary here. Negate and reserve Peter's Curse, maybe? But what is that accomplishing? All right, and so that's another turn where I'm missing the Gabriel band. Because I can go Messenger, Magi into Gabriel, into John, if I'm trying to make a really big banding attack. I'm trying to get my hand size down to 5, so I can paralyze everything in his territory. Yep, and I missed attacking with Gabriel, so there's my attack. Paralyze all his dudes in his territory, which is nice. Hey, a negate, and man, that's all I have. One single negate. But at least I don't have to worry about his evil characters right now, except for the ones in his hand. And unlike my opponent's heroes, my heroes don't draw cards when they attack. So I'm still falling behind on cards, but keeping it close here. It's a 2-3 game. The thief is going to negate my Bethlehem Stable, so that's not good. That tells me he has something going to attack my hand, but I have Crowd's Lost Soul, so my hand's still protected. All right, but he's going to do the Seized by Babylon, which is going to capture all 3 of my heroes. So I do have the negate. Get to top deck a star card. Let's get that Star Bethlehem, or yeah, I don't think I'll be able to play Star Bethlehem because he's just negating stuff. So let's just get a battle winner. I'm expecting him to have a negate here. So yep, there's the negate. So all my guys are in special initiative again. I can't put him back in my reserve, but I can put Messianic Messenger into Chamber. I like Chamber. I think it's good in this deck. Definitely not needed, but still pretty good. Helps keep your res revealer in some matchups. That's really important. This one, I don't think it's that important, but yeah, another attack thwarted. All right, his turn. He draws back up to 8 cards. I got my defense online now, and I have a good block. So hopefully, maybe he attacks me. He draws some cards, and then I can just use Murder's Command to block with Foreign Wild. If I'm really trying to play around what he's doing, maybe I can go Murder's Command, discard Daniel, or discard Michael, or discard Captain, or discard somebody, make his band attack less strong. I didn't do that. Okay. So I do have the easy block with Contagious Fear, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do here. My fortresses are being negated by Daniel. I'm just going to go with Herod Archelaus and do Contagious Fear. but Herod Archelaus does get to discard a good card from his reserve. I'm guessing he only has Storehouse to grab good cards out of his reserve, so I'm just going to target his evil cards, which I know that he had probably other ways to get. So I'm going to target that good/evil card. Take that out. And just going to go with Contagious Fear. All right. Yeah, I think I maybe could have played that better with Murder's Command, but I was really hoping he could draw cards, but I think he's playing around foreign wise for the rest of the game. So I think I should use Murder's Command to attack his territory, get rid of his best guys in territory. I don't know if that's going to be Michael. It's probably Daniel, huh? So if I discard Daniel, I can just do Herod Agrippa blocks all day. All right, what am I doing? Lawless. I completely whiffed on the Lawless, which is cringe. I'm not sure how many evil cards I have left in my deck. Okay. Yeah, I hate missing with Lawless. All right. I upkeep. I get to keep getting nativity cards back, so that's keeping us in the game, I feel like. He's killing him, but I'm getting him back. Do I get Zechariah? Do I get Magnificat? I think I'm attacking with Mary this turn. Mary can grab Magnificat. Let's get another hero. Because Mary, I could have attacked with Mary gotten first sacrifice and save that for another turn. All right, so I have Mary plus Lost Child Found as my battle winners. I can negate. Mary plus Magnificat's really strong. So I guess that's the strongest attack I have going here. Let's see. I don't think I want to activate the cross because I have my Murder's Command. Not sure how many dominants he's played yet. At least he's played Son of God second. Grabbing that Magnificat. I've not played my second coming yet. So this game's still like, it's not over yet, but I still feel like I'm fighting the uphill slog here. All right, what am I going to hit with Mary? I think I forgot what I targeted with him. Must have hit. All right, he's blocking, drawing some cards. And now I'm going to do a toss battle with Mary. My Deceiver hits the Exile, which is not fun. I want my Deceiver. I guess I don't need him, but anyways, I'm going to just toss a Lost Child Found, kill him. I'm guessing he has enhancements for me. All right, we should get the Lost Soul here, unless he has another Add to Battle Dominant. I wish I knew what was in his hand. That could have helped me at least, activating the cross there, prevent shenanigans like this from happening. Okay, what just happened? Oh, he did Murder's Command. He discarded his Gabriel. He doesn't want me banding. Now he has two people in a toss battle. I can't negate my own Herod's Temple, so wait. Yeah, I think I could have negated Temple. So what happens if I Three Woes evil, negate my Temple? That would negate, put the Deceiver back on top of my deck, put Lost Child Found back in my hand, bring back his evil character, and then I can just do Magnificat and reserve all his characters. Or I can do Lost Child Found, bounce all three of them. So that could have been a cool. But then I would have woes my Temple, which is what I'm kind of relying on to keep blocking his attacks. But I should really kill Daniel to do that. I don't kill Daniel. I just let him attack me. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah. Yeah, what should have done there was definitely kill Daniel for sure, especially I should have Three Woes the Herod's Temple there, So making some misplays, but it's good. I don't think I would have ever caught those in the game, but it's good to watch it and replay it, so see those in retrospect. All right, Herod Agrippa, no toss, but I get to prevent Army of the Lord cannot be prevented. Bans in the Expatriator, negate Herod. So yeah, yikes. Like having the cross there would have been nice. I feel like I lost this game. No, I haven't lost the game yet. Having 20 shekels to look at his hand and see what he's dealing with would have made this game a lot. And there's nothing I can do. I can't Three Woes to negate his negate. So I'm just going to have to surrender the soul. So if I was expecting Army of the Lord, I could have Three Woes his Expatriator. Maybe what I have to do there is Murder's Command Daniel, Three Woes the Expatriator. Instead, I get blown out by Army of the Lord there. All right, at least Mary's back. I have the inevitability here of Second Coming, which is currently still getting restricted by his Peter's Curse. Cannot play Dominance for one more turn. Good Dominance that I can play the Evil Woes, Murder's Command. Oh man. Usually I really like the cross, but in my matches against FloodedRed, where he's really trying to draw out the game, making me hold on to my dominance in my hand. Cross feels really bad. And sometimes if I can see what he's working with in his hand, I can turn on the cross or whatever. You live and you learn. You live, laugh, and so what am I drew some useless characters. I drew Second Coming, which will help me get a Lost Soul, keep the game close. I need to rescue 2 more Lost Souls, and I need to block him for the rest of the game. It's no big deal, right? Hopefully we can get some momentum going. Maybe I Murder's Command Michael, because if he just attacks me with, after Woes Chamber, kill Michael, and then what's Daniel gonna do? He's not gonna attack me with Daniel. And so that way if he attacks me with anybody, I can just Herod's Temple or Herod the Great put Daniel into play. And like, what's he going to do? So instead of killing Daniel with Murder's Command, maybe I just kill Michael to break up this big banding chain, force him to do something else. He's out of cards in his deck, so he only has 7 cards in his deck. So if my defense can hold on, I think I might have a chance. Okay, Mary's getting blocked with a giant banding chain. Sapphire's coming in. Hurling Insults is going to negate my Magnificat, and I can't do anything about it. So Mary's getting back to her spot in the stable. It's another good block by the opponent here. I'm not sure how they banded to Judas. Oh, because Judas went to Deceiver and Deceiver went to Sapphire, right? Oh man, if I had Herodias there, dang it. Even if I had Herodias there to restrict the reserve search, I don't think that would have meant much. Because the blocks I do, he still negates it, so. Alright, before it goes into battle, I'm going to be negating his chamber. The reason I want to negate his chamber is so that my Herod the Great can push his guys out of battle. In a Murder's Command, I decide to kill Daniel, which is a mistake because I could have killed Michael. Unless he had some way to get Michael back, which there are cards that can do that, like Daniel's Prayer. But I think Daniel's Prayer can get Daniel back, so yeah, that's another mistake I made this game, not killing Michael here, killing Daniel instead of Michael, because now I can just still do this attack and it's really strong. All right, let's think. I'm trying to think what I could have. He's preventing my Herod's Executioner, except the band there. Mentally, I'm thinking Herod's Executioner is being fully prevented, so I don't catch that Executioner can band. I can make sure that my fortresses aren't getting negated, so I have a shield backup now, so that's nice. My best block here. Oh, before anything, before he wins the game, maybe. Let's, Son of God, get my 3rd lost soul of the game. Let's rescue Humble. The rest are being negated. Right, I have 3 lost souls and he has 4. I just gotta hold on to this rescue and survive. I don't have any Herods left in my deck, so Herod's Guard's not really an option. Herod's Executioner's not an option. Warren Wives is an option, so I guess that leaves me with Herod the Great. I can discard a random card from his reserve and choose a hero to attack. I randomly discard his Storehouse. Don't want that coming back. Him not being able to access his reserve with Storehouse is definitely what's keeping me in this game. All right, it's Herod versus Res Revealer. I'm going to toss I'm going to make a toss battle with Herod's Temple. I don't want him playing any of his silvery enhancements here. Let's see what he does. He decides to woes the temple toss. Interesting. Okay, that goes back on my deck. So that makes me think he has something here. A good enhancement like banding or something. Let's see what he has. He's thinking. What's he thinking about? He has wheel within a wheel for numbers. Okay. If he just wanted to do that for numbers, then he should have just kept Herod's Temple going. Anyways, this is gonna let me. Well, now I'm forced to do shield, add one of my characters to battle. Try to get the most numbers going. Oh, so this was actually this ability was actually being negated by Captain, but all I ended up doing was tossing that for 2. I don't think that would have affected the outcome of the game, but the Herod Executioner equipped that should not have happened. All right, Herodias, you're a little bit late. Get Mary back. Crowd's choice is coming. I know he has a giant list of people. Giant list of thieves. Do I play Herodias out? There's a chance that he can search when he blocks, so yeah, I'll do Herodias out. And then what am I going to use this good Crowd's choice on? I think he only has 4 cards in hand, so if I go get Joseph out of my deck, I can go Joseph to Mary. Joseph get Magnificat. But instead, I missed that line, and I think I just grabbed Magnificat. Oh, it's so brutal having 20 shekels, Storehouse, and the New Covenant all in the last 6 cards of my deck. Any one of those cards, I'm telling you, like, those cards would have changed the game. I'm telling you. It's like being able to get good seed out of my reserve with New Covenant, being able to see what's in his hand to play, activate the cross, Storehouse to get good seed, or sorry, Storehouse to get my good Old Testament enhancements out of the reserve, you know. All those would have been game changers here. But here we are. Sometimes that's how it goes. Mary gets a star card. I could get Herod Archelaus back, but her sacrifice is going to be better for me. I just got to hold on here. He has 4 cards left in hand, so if I can figure out a way to stop his attacks and I get through his defense, you know, then I could win the game. Egyptian Rebel punishes me for playing Herodias, which is cool. I think you'd rather have him be banding to Herodias than my Executioner, right? Because he could have banded Executioner and then banded Executioner bans the Herod the Great. Anyways, what did I do? I played Magnificat to reserve all his guys because I want to hold on to Reprimand Repercussion offense because there's a chance I'm going to need it there. And he has another add to battle dominant. So brutal. So brutal. So if I'd attacked with Mary and Joseph here. I wouldn't have needed to play my Repman Repercussion, because that wouldn't have done anything, because I could have just had more numbers in doubt. End up having to burn. All right, first sacrifice. Let's see what's in your hand, opponent. He has 3 cards in hand. One's a character, another's an enhancement, another's a enhancement. Okay, so I just have to beat these 3 cards and I can win. Because eventually he's gonna run out. I know I'm putting this on the bottom of his deck, but oh man, like 20 shekels opening up his hand and playing that guy down as a hero. That would have been brutal for opponent, because then I could have gone Herod the Great to make his a hero attack. So it's just so brutal. This game is so brutal. Okay, so here I am thinking about what are my lines to win. So pause the video. Can you figure out how I can get a successful block here? He's negating Herod's Temple. I have 2 cards in hand. All right, unpause the video. If you decide that the line was Herod's Executioner or Herod the Great, pushing his guys out, choosing someone else to attack, you would have been correct. But I thought Captain completely negated Executioner, but Captain negates abilities except banding. So I could have gone Executioner to Herod, and that would have got me the block. But instead I go Herod's Guard to this, and it's mutual destruction, and I lose the game. And I haven't updated the score, but I have 4 lost souls there. He has 5. And if I had seen that line with the Executioner, I could have got the game here, you know? And FloodedRed was really kind enough to let me know that that was a play that I'd missed. And so now, like, for next time, I know better. So I'm just looking at the last 6 cards of my deck. I'm just like, dang it, I needed all these cards. No. Yeah, there he's pointing. The Executioner could band. So yeah, really good game against FloodedRed. I was up against the wall. He was drawing so many cards. But Nativity was really able to keep chugging along there with Bethlehem Stable. And I feel like if I'd played some of those fights a little better, if I'd slightly picked different targets for what I'd searched during the turns, if maybe I'd like drawn 20 shekels earlier, all these things like added up over the game. And so really well deserved win for FloodedRed. Unfortunate, heartbreaking loss for me. So yeah, I'm glad. So here's the things I'm proud of. Like I'm proud of, like, despite kind of how up and down the game was going, like I was able to just feel like I was in the zone, I was making decent decisions, not making the best decisions. I was making decent decisions. But that's really good experience to play against a defensive heavy deck like that. Because I know Jay's going to be at nationals, and that's probably the deck he's going to be running, or some flavor of that. So we've had some really good matches with hit that deck and then this deck. Like the games always feel super close like this. And so like having more experience like this kind of shows me like, oh, if I maybe like kill Michael there, or it's just like a lot of experience. Like, oh, for next time I can do Executioner to ban a Herod, and that's going to be really brutal for him. Stuff like that. All right. What about Murder's Command? How did that feel? Obviously didn't feel the best there. Killing Daniel felt nice though. Killing Michael would have given me a lot, but I'm not sure if I like it over Glory of the Lord. So yeah, still needs some testing there, but it's a good concept. Add to battle, kill a guy in territory. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.